Hello everybody, so welcome to my channel. This is my first official video of being a YouTuber. So I don't know if you guys may follow me on the good old Instagram or the Facebook, but my name is Bianca and I have been anticipating on making this YouTube channel for about, I don't know, a year now. So I'm just gonna come to you guys and give you guys whatever I have. We are just gonna try to jump right into this. So what I want to say first and foremost, before you guys do your makeup, always be sure to clean your skin. Clean your skin and clean your skin. Clean your skin, and also you always want to moisturize. Even though you are going to put on a primer, you always want to wash your face, add a layer of some type of oil-free moisturizer, and you want to let it set for about 30 minutes. After that, then you want to go ahead and add your primer. So as far as me and the primers that I use or have been using this one for quite some time now. So it is the e.l.f. primer. It is the one specifically for blemish control. And I feel like it's mattifying. It does not have my skin looking very oily after having it on for an hour or two, which a lot of primers have done for me. So I oftentimes recommend this one when you do have oily skin. Okay, I just recently bought another one that I felt was really good, which is let me find it. Okay, it's this one. This is another e.l.f. one, but this one is a matte putty primer. This one is also really good if you have oily skin, as I do. It really is mattifying, and it really does help your makeup stay intact, and it also aids in the control of the oil buildup on your skin. So today, I'm gonna stick with my old school buddy here. So I'm gonna go ahead, and with this, you don't even need a lot. You literally can use 1 or 2 pumps. Okay, so after that, I'm going to go ahead and add my foundation. So as far as my foundation, this is one that I have been buying for I don't know how many years. It's been at least 4 or 5 years. So these, I think they run like between like $4 and $6. Like I think I caught it on Amazon one day for like $3.60 or something. But if you just want to go to the good old Target, or if you want to go to your nearest drugstore, you can literally get one of these for about $6. Okay, and it has awesome coverage. It stays on, it does not move, and they also have different types. So this one that I buy is the matte plus poreless. So it's also mattifying, and it helps to fill in your pores. So this is the one I'm going to be using today. So I went, grabbed me a clean sponge, and then I also have me a flat top foundation brush. So with the foundation, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit to the back of my hand, just a little bit, and I'm going to tap and begin to even out my skin tone. So you really just want to dab it in. You don't want to swipe. It does seem to affect the way that it lies down on your skin. So you'll start having like lines, brush strokes, and things like that. So you really don't want to do that. So you really just want to tap it in. Doesn't really matter if you go in a circular motion or up and down. You just want to tap it in until it's really in your skin. And like as far as me, I really focus on the darker spots of my face. So just a little. And it's really just to even out my skin tone. See, my lid had a little bump there, but we got rid of that. Been trying to treat it for like seems like 5 years now, and it won't go away, but eventually it'll fade. So I'm not really worried about it. So you want to just get it all. You see my chin. Okay, we got our foundation down. So next, okay, we got our foundation down. So next I am going to go into these brows. So as you can see, my eyebrows are not done. I know a lot of makeup artists require you to have your brows done before you even come to them. But if you learn how to do your own makeup, guess what? You don't have to do all of that. So I'm going to show you guys really quick how I do my brows without having them arched, and they will be fire. Okay? Just keep watching. I have to go get me a mirror because I cannot really see on here. So just hold that thought. Be right back. Okay, so my mirror is right underneath the camera. So if you see me looking down, that is exactly what I'm looking for. I will try and hold my head up enough so you guys can't see me do my eyebrows. Forgive me if I slip up, okay? All right. So here you'll see me just drawing out that bottom part of my my eyebrow of where it would be if I had them arched. And then you'll see me arch the top just a little bit, just to get the shape that I again would have had I had my eyebrows arched. And then you're gonna see me mimic that same type of situation on the opposite eyebrow. I'm going to outline the top as if I've had it arched, and then I'm going to outline that bottom half too, and then we're going to clean it up shortly after. Okay, so I know my eyebrows look crazy right now, but I'm going to fix them, so y'all just hang out. So the way that we fix them is to grab our handy dandy concealer. You want to grab one that's about 2 shades lighter than you, which we're going to add to the bottom. And then you want to grab your skin tone and add that and shape it to the top. So let me see. Got a couple of colors. So I have Fawn, which is a lighter shade in the LA Pro concealer brand. And then in that same brand, I like to use the chestnut color. So let's get this rolled on the show. So basically what you're going to see right here is me tracing that line that I applied with the eyebrow pencil and just going over and under that to cover up those hairs that I do still have on my eyebrows, since I do not have my eyebrows arched. I will do the same thing on the opposite side, again covering up those hairs along the bottom. And then you'll see me take that my skin tone shade, which is in the color chestnut, and I am just going to go over my arch at the top to enhance that arch, to give it the effect that my eyebrows are arched. All right, now as we all know, your eyebrows will never be twins, but sisters, that's okay. We can do sisters as long as they're related, they share the same bloodline, they're not identical, but they look alike. That's fine, right? That's okay. So we are going to go ahead and blend in these concealers, and then we're going to see what we work with after that. All right, then we're going to go ahead and do the top with your sponge. Damp, just damp. I don't like this sponge. This is my first time using this sponge, and this motherfucker hard. I need something a little bit more soft. Feel like I'm hitting my head with a goddamn baseball. Probably because I didn't soak it. I just, you know what I'm saying? I sprayed a little bit of water on there. But it should be all right. Okay, so you just want to blend it in. Blend it. I can't talk right now. Blend it in into your foundation. You want it to be like a seamless type of transition. So I feel like this eyebrow goes in a little bit further than this one. So what we are actually going to do is take the spoolie end and try to make them a little bit more, make them look alike a little bit more. All right, and those are brows. So after we've done our brows, we add us a little bit of foundation. Next we are going to move on to our eyeshadow. So with eyeshadow, I wanted to do something that's not too fancy, but still has a little bit of razzle dazzle. And so that's what we're gonna do. So today we are working with the pinks. I like pink. My car is pink. So we will be working with the pinks today. So what I'm going to do first is go ahead and add me some concealer to my eyelids. So you guys seen me add it to the bottom of my eyebrows. Now I'm just going to go ahead and bring it all the way down to cover my entire eyelid. Okay. So I need my mirror back. cover the entire eyelid, right? Okay. After we add our concealer, then what you want to do is get you some setting powder and just add it to that same base. So I use the Airspun. This is also a drugstore product. These cost like between $4 to $6 as well. Super, super inexpensive. And you can find them almost in any drugstore, including Walmart. So because I had seen so many mixed reviews about it, I was super duper unsure about it. So I was not about to spend a bunch of money on this. And when I found out that it was only like $4 or $5, I was like, yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. So you really just want to add a little bit. Literally tap it on the back of your hand and add it to that lid. Same thing for the other eye. Add it to that lid. Now we have a smooth foundation of primer for us to add our shadow. So for today, the shadow palette that I will be using is the Culture palette from Juvia, because we love Juvia. We love everything about Culture. So when she came out with the Culture palette, I was like, baby, I got to have it. Send it here today. Okay. So I went ahead and bought this. I was a little salty about it because the following week she had a 20% off sale. I think it was like 20% or 15%. But anywho, I already had it, right? And there's no return. So I just had to. I mean, it was only like $7, but still. So anyway, what we are going to do is grab us a handy dandy shadow brush. And we are going to go into a deep dark pink. So we are going to go into this Cabo. I want to say that's how you pronounce it. This one right here. K-O-B-O. 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 We are going to go into that. Let me get my handy dandy mirror because I can't see in this camera. Okay. So we're going to get us some Cabo. Cabo. Whatever you want to call it. Baby, that's what it's called. And we are just going to shade it here starting from the outer corner. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so after that, I'm going to go in with a lighter shade of pink. So I think I'm going to use this top color. It's called, no, I lied. I'm going to actually use this Kalahari down here at the bottom. Kalahari, that pink. Okay. So I'm gonna find me another handy dandy eyeshadow brush in my makeup bag. And then we are going to get us some Kalahari. And we are just going to start blending it here at the end and drag it forward. I like that. So what I'm going to do next is, I can actually put this up for a second. So what I'm going to do now is get a little bit more. Actually, I'm not going to use the concealer. I have some shadow primer. So this is my handy dandy Juvia's shadow primer. It is in the shade color 2. So I got the middle color because I didn't want the first color to be too bright and I didn't want the last one to be too dark. So I got the middle shade. Always safe to do. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit to the back of my hand. Literally a drop. A drop. Literally. Right? I am going to take this concealer brush. And the reason I like doing this look is because it does not have to be precise. It does not have to be fancy, schmancy. You don't have to have everything blended perfectly, like, and it still looks professional. So I'm gonna get, wrong brush. Oh shit. I meant to do that. I meant to get my concealer. We're gonna take our concealer brush. We're gonna put a little bit on the brush. And then what we're gonna do is put this on the lid. You just want to give like a little hump type of shape, right? So since we've added that part, now we're going to go in with our darker shade that we had added to the back. So that was that Cabo color in the Culture palette. We are going to grab a little bit more of that. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to bring it in just a little. So you're going to start on the outside and pull it in. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is grab the lightest shade of pink. So what I really like about this palette is that the colors really color coordinate, like by the row. Yeah, I definitely meant to say column and not row. So what I mean by that is, you see here, you have your browns, your earth tones, your browns, your orange, your beige, your tans, your gold. This one, you see all your greens, pinks. It's like the corals, blues, purples. So you really can't mess up as long as you pick a row and stick with it. So like we are in this row. So our outer shade was this one. Our inner shade was this one. We just blended this one onto our primer. So now we're gonna go up to our lightest shade, which is called Benin, B-E-N-I-N, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab us a flat brush, okay? Gonna grab us a flat brush. With our flat brush, we're gonna grab that lightest shade, Benin, whatever I don't know how to say it. Let me grab my handy dandy mirror. And we are going to go ahead and just tap it on this, what's left of that primer. So after we get it on the inner portion, what we're going to do is grab another flat brush and This one is like super thin. I think I got another one. Please say I got another one. So this one would do. Just a flat brush. And we are going to, in the same row, we are going to grab this Efik, E-F-I-K color is right underneath the Benin color. It's like a shimmery shade. We are going to grab that. We are going to lay it right on top of this really, really light pink. And this is where we are. So after that, okay, what we are now going to do is get us some eyeliner. Who doesn't love eyeliner? So, hang on one second. Go ahead and put this eyeshadow away. Okay. So now we are going to grab us some eyeliner. So, one second. Okay, so if you don't know anything about me, I need you to know that I am absolutely terrible when it comes to eyeliner. Like, this is my arch nemesis. We don't get along, okay? But I need him, and I gotta use him, okay? So bear with me as I struggle to apply this eyeliner, okay? All right. All right. We got, okay. Now we gotta grab us some eyelashes because you can't do nothing without no eyelashes. So y'all hold that thought. Let me go grab some and I'll be right back. Okay. So one more thing I feel that you guys absolutely need to know is that when I first began doing my makeup, eyelashes were a struggle. I mean, like, it literally took me about 6 months to learn how to do them. Yeah, it was a no-go for me. At one point I was just like, you know what, maybe I should just stick to mascara because this isn't working. Okay. So one day I was on the good old Instagram and I seen this girl add the glue to her eyelash line. And it seems like she had absolutely no problem attaching her eyelash. So I says, okay, well, let's try that. Ever since then, I have never gone back to adding that glue to the lash strip and allowing it to dry. I now put it on my eye line, my eyelash line. I'll let it dry down. It seems like it almost dries down right away. And I will attach my lash and they stay on. It seems like the adhesive almost works better that way. So that's what I'm going to do now. So for some reason, my eyelash really, really waters on the inner eye. So I always just add a few layers of the glue just to ensure that it does not lift, because that is typically my problem. It'll lift on the inner corner and then this part won't be attached and the rest of the lash will. So that's why you saw me go back to the inner corner and add it a few times. So these are my lashes I'm gonna add. Do you see how fast it dried? And for some reason, it only does it in the beginning of me applying my lash, which it is doing right now. Okay, so after I have added my lashes, I love these lashes. They are so pretty. So after I have added my lashes, now I am just going to add something on this inner corner so it can give me a little bit more shine. So if you have like a silver or like a really, really light like pink or something like that, you can go ahead and add that. Let me just find me a brush. I'm gonna get that flat brush that I had earlier and go in with this other pink shimmer that's in this row. Okay. So that is how we just add a little bit of shimmer to the inner corner. It's just a little tiny bit. Literally like a tiny, tiny bit. And so after we do that, to finish up, what we are going to do is take our eyeliner and we are going to exaggerate this inner corner. So I'm going to start from the lash and I'm going to drag it all the way down. I'm going to do the same with the other side. Start at the lash. And that is how we do our eyes. Can you guys see? I love them. So my eye is like watering again. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and finish this face. So, as far as our face, so because of my hyperpigmentation, I will go back in with another layer of foundation before I get started. So I'm going to go ahead in with another foundation. Because of my hyperpigmentation, I really just don't want it to show through my foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more on the back of my hands. I don't know what I did with my foundation brush. Here it is. Foundation brush. Add a little bit more. Since the first layer has dried down, this will give me a little bit more coverage. It's really just on my cheeks that it'll show through, because that is where a lot of my hyperpigmentation is. I'm gonna just pat it down really, really good. Oh my God, this eyelash is killing me. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to reattach this lash. Hang on one second. I'll be right back. All right, that feels so much better. I think that I may have added it a little bit close to my tear duct, so I just had to move it back just a tiny bit. Feels so much better. Okay, so we're gonna finish adding our foundation. Okay, after we add our foundation and get it blended all the way in there, then we are going to move on to our concealer. So we want to conceal under our eyes. So where's my concealer? Concealer, where art thou? Okay, so this is the concealer. Again, e.l.f. I know, I am an e.l.f. fan. So another e.l.f. product. This is the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. So what we are going to do with this is add it underneath our eye. And clean up this eyeliner with the back half. Gonna do the same to the other side. And directly down the bridge of our nose. Forehead. And our chin. Okay. After you add your concealer, what you want to do is get you some setting spray, and you want to spray it. You want to let it dry down just for a few seconds. With this concealer, it dries down. I promise you, there is cement in here. It dries down, and it dries down hard. So you want to work fairly quickly. So right now, another e.l.f. product. I have the e.l.f. setting spray. It is a matte. Once again, a lot of my products are matte because I have really, really oily skin. And in my beginning stages, it was a struggle. I mean, I would look like I just put globs of oil on my face after a few hours. So 6 to 12 inches. You just want to spray a light coating over it. You want to get all angles of your face, right? After you do that, then we are going to take our handy dandy sponge. Gonna wet it. Just to get it damp, and then we are going to blend this. So if you find yourself in a position where it has actually dried down, what you can always do is add just a dab more, and then it'll begin to move around. This sponge is really hard. Let me go add water to the whole thing and see if it'll change. Hang on, BRB. So it's still hard, but we are gonna work with what we have, okay? Okay, so this has dried down, as you can see. So what I'm gonna do is get a little bit more, my hand is wet. Get a little bit more of that concealer, and I'm just gonna dab on the places that I didn't get a chance to get to before it dried. All right, so now after you add your concealer, what you want to do now is contour. So I use the Black Opal contour stick. Got the plastic on here, don't judge me. Black Opal contour stick, and it is in the color Ebony Brown. So the way that I contour, I used to contour from my ear down to my lip. Now I just contour from the top of my ear just before my eye. Just like that. Couple of dots up here. Couple of dots there. Get me a brush and dab away. If it's too dark, you can always take your sponge and just dab at it, and it'll pick up some of that product. Okay, and then you really just want to blend it as much as you can. Around and right? As I said, you go up to your ear. I have what we call a double chin, so I do contour my chin. Okay. After I contour, what you now want to do is, so it's really up to you. Some people just highlight, some people highlight and use blush. So I found a pretty subtle blush that I actually really like. I bought it on clearance. And it still has a reduced price sticker on it. So it is this Maybelline Fit Me. It is in the color blush, and I really like it. It's matte, it's subtle, it's not really pink because I am a brown girl, so I like it. So what you want to do is get you a blush brush. You want to just dab in it a little, and you want to put it right on top of your contour. Again, it's not much, but I like it. See? Nice and subtle. Yes, I am one of those girls that blush all the way up to my temple. So now after you have added your blush, after you've added your blush, what you can do now is, if you want to highlight, you can highlight, and you want to put it right on top of your blush pretty much. I'm just going to give you a little bit of shimmer, not too much. I am not the girl that really likes that whole gold blush type of thing. I'm really a subtle person, so I like the more bronzy type, you know, the more earth toned colored ones. So there's this one that I got when I was a member of Etsy. I forget what it was called. Ipsy. It is Radiant Glow Highlighter by IBY. Kind of faded, you can't see it, but anywho, it's like this type of color. So it's not really bright, but it works for me. So I am just going to add this right on top. Not too much. Just a little. After I do that, what I want to do now is set. Okay, so where is my setting powder? Hold on, let me figure out what I did with it because I don't see it, and I know I got it because I saw it a few minutes ago. Okay, setting powder. This is my setting powder. I like the Morphe one. It works. So what I'm going to do, let me turn this down just a little. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is take take this wet sponge, this wet hard ass sponge, dab it in, tap off the excess, and I want to go here. 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 I really don't wrinkle under my eye, so I don't like to add a bunch. You know what? I didn't contour my nose. So let's go ahead and get into that now. So as far as my nose, I typically like to use a dark eyeshadow. But today I'm just going to go ahead and use my Opal. So take my Opal. I have like this, oh, this is not even the right brush. I have like this angled brush that I do not see. It's trash, I tell you. I have this angled brush. And we're going to use this. Dip it in and right on the side of where you highlight. And you want to take it all the way up to your brows. All the way up to your brows. And all the way down to the tip where you will meet at both sides. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so my phone was on 1%. I just had to rig some stuff to keep us going. All right, so we're back. So as I was saying, take my angled brush. Yes, this is an eyeshadow brush. I have to use what I need to use to do what I need to do. So as I said, we will use this angled brush. We will tap the top of our Opal darker shade, and we will go in as slowly as we need to and contour our nose. You want to bring it all the way up to your eyebrow and make this as narrow as possible. And we are going to bring it together right here at the bottom. And there you have it, a contoured nose. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this away. Add this to my dirty brushes. So now what I am going to do is take a large fluffy brush and wipe away whatever is left of that setting powder. Just want to wipe it away. I go in a circular motion so that I can blend whatever is surrounding it, so you won't see that part that I added the setting powder is like a separate section. I go in circles, so whatever is around it, it will all blend. That's just how I've done it, just from seeing. When I wasn't doing it, it was leaving like this big old chunky light skin part, and it was very, very odd. So yeah, go ahead and add that. And this is what we're gonna go with today. Now, as we finish up, I will go ahead and spray that down with my setting spray one more time. Let that dry, let that dry, let that dry. So we don't look too dry. You know, we did add a lot of mattifying product. So I don't want to go out here looking like a mummy. You know, I do want to have some type of glow. So this is pretty much the finished product. I want to add just a little bit more shimmer on my cheeks. I feel like they got kind of dull as I added that setting powder on top of it. So just a little. I'm not even going to add any more to the brush. I'm just going to use what is already on here. And after we are done with the face, last but not least, we have to add us some lipstick. So I don't know about you guys, but my nose is dripping. Hold on. Okay. I am a fan of the Nude Lips. So we are going to go with don't you guys want to know? We are gonna go ahead and do. Oh, we got a brown. So these are the NYX Butter Glosses. So we're gonna use this brown shade, this nude shade. So the brown one is BLG39. Rocky Road. This lighter shade is BLG13, also known as Fortune Cookie. So what we are going to do is line our lips with the brown. And then add this Fortune Cookie to the center. And you really want to try to mix it. I think it's pretty cool. I like it. What do you guys think? I like this a lot. It's not too much. Gives me a little bit of color. Again, I am not a makeup artist, okay? Nor am I an esthetician. But we had to learn how to deal with these acne scars. Because, baby, I can't be out in the streets like that. Oh, no, ma'am. What do you guys think? Do you like it? This is it, guys. Add a little shimmer to the eye, a little pink in the background. Gave us a little dramatics with the eyelashes and the winged liner. You always want to keep your lips as basic as possible when you add color so it does not draw from it. So this is the finished look. Thank you guys for watching me. I appreciate all of you guys for supporting me. And I do want to say, if you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, subscribe to my channel. I have many, many more things to share with you guys. So once again, thank you, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.